Working backwards is a strategy where you start from the desired result and work backwards step by step until the initial conditions of the problem are achieved. So basically, you know what the answer is to start with, and you want to figure out what the original problem was. So for example, Tommy had a habit of losing pencils, so one morning he brought a lot of pencils with him when he left his apartment. Unfortunately, he dropped half of them before he got on the school bus. Then he gave 2 pencils to his younger brother. He left 1 in the classroom, and when he got back home, he had 4 pencils left. So how many pencils did he have when he left home that morning? So I know the end result is 4. And that 4 came after he left 1 in the classroom. So before he left his classroom, he must have had 5. And before that, he gave 2 pencils to his younger brother. So he must have had 7 then. Because then after that, he gave 2 pencils to get 5. Then he left 1 in the classroom, and that gave him 4. And then before that, he dropped half of them. So if he has 7, then he must have also dropped 7, which means he should have started with 14 pencils. If I check, start with 14, half of that would be 7, give to his brother gives you 5, leave him in the classroom gives you 4. So when he left home that morning, he had 14, came home with 4. Let's use this mathematical machine to find the input corresponding to an output of 27. So I start with a number. I'm on the far left. I would subtract 8, then multiply by 4, then add 13, then divide by 2, and I end up with 27. So what I want is something divided by 3 is equal to 27. So think of reverse. If something divided by 3 is 27, then that means that something has got to be 3 times 27. So that means that 3 times 27 is 81. So I would be 81 right there. And before that, I had a question mark added 13 gives me 81. That means this question mark would have to be 81 minus 13. So think of opposite operations. 81 minus 13 would be 71, would be 68. Okay. All right, and then from there, multiply by 4. So something times 4 is 68. Well, that means that something's got to be 68 divided by 4, which would be 34, 17. So this number here is 17. And then before that, I had my question mark minus 17 was 17, or minus 8, excuse me. 8 is 17. That means my original amount had to have been 8 plus 17. So 25. So if I check it, 25 minus 8 is 17. 17 times 4 is 68. 68 plus 13 is 81. 81 divided by 3 is 27, and it checks. So my original amount was 25. And the way you do this type of thing is just go in reverse order with reverse operations. So I start with 27, I multiply by 3, and then I subtracted 13, and then I divided by 4, and then I added 8.